Alright, what is up YouTube? James Baek here once again with the Ultra Sinnoh Classic. We have our brand new team since I do have two cards I can play with two different teams. So we got Zara from the United States 1581 as our first opponent of the day. A Cypher. Ooh. Cypher, Gengar, Garchomp, Weavile, Empoleon, and Infernape. Okay, so my team this time will be the Infernape, Gengar, the Rotamo, Milotic, Garchomp, and Staraptor. So, oh man, I don't do well against this team. I think I lead Scarf Infernape. Scarf Infernape's really good as a lead. I think I have my Milotic in the back, and my last one. I just don't switch into Weavile well, like at all. I really don't. Let's see. My Milotic can pretty much 1v1 almost anything on my opponent's team, like actually anything. Other than Specs Gengar. Maybe Staraptor? No, he could Sludge Bomb spam, but if I bring Garchomp, he can Shadow Ball spam. But I do like having the idea of a immunity to Ghost, but Garchomp's just bulkier in general, so I think I will go. I wish Gengar had a ground immunity. Staraptor picks up some gnarly KOs, but like it just. How fast is Cypher again? I'm gonna try Gengar. If I could get a free switch into Gengar, its damage output's gonna be insane. Although Garchomp also has some insane damage output since I do run Life Orb on the Garchomp. Ooh. Let's see here though. This is a team that I kept fiddling around with. This was my second team and I kept messing around with it. Ended up having 3 ice weaknesses, so I don't feel like it's the most solid team. But I feel like it can work. I honestly like some of the Pokemon I've used on this team. Garchomp's gonna lead. That's like the one Pokemon I didn't want to see leading. I don't want a U-turn, to be honest. I'm gonna go hard Milotic. And I think I'm gonna go for Scald? Yeah, I'm gonna Scald right away. I don't know what kind of Garchomp set this is, though. I'm not sure. You could be Swords Dance. You could be Scarf. You could just be the Rocky Helmet set. So Milotic's safe play because Flame Orb. Ooh, Outrage. This is gonna hurt right away. Oh my goodness, that did so much. I do get my Flame Orb, which activates my Marvel Scale, so I think I do take another. So I'm gonna recover up. He went for Outrage right away. I didn't have a good switch, so great play. Outrage. I'm hoping I survive this. It's gonna be close. Oh, I don't. He does get confused though. That's pretty big. Not really. I'm gonna go Gengar. I have to hope he hits himself once. I'm pretty sure I actually just lost to the Scarf Garchomp because I just didn't bring anything that could lead it. Maybe I should have led Milotic. Yeah, maybe leading Infernape wasn't that great. But I didn't want like Weavile to lead because then it could have knocked off my Flame Orb. And then, yeah, like that would have been troublesome to deal with as Garchomp's going to switch out here into Gengar. Okay. So I should get a knock on the Gengar, but then he just gets a free switch into Garchomp and probably just knocks me out. Shadow Ball. Does this KO Gengar? It's Sash Gengar. Okay. Speed tie. I mean, I'm pretty sure I lose this game to Scarf Garchomp anyway, so we'll figure it out. I do get it. Okay. Get the knockout on Gengar, but... oh, great. Here's body. Lovely. Oh, man. Imagine... okay, Weavile comes out. Oh, is it not Scarf Garchomp? If it's Scarf Garchomp, you would have went out into it. This gives me a shot. I'm going Infernape. Oh, he's pursuing, isn't he? No pursuit. Okay. Knockoff? Yeah. That does so much. It's Life Orb, okay. Does he risk it? Does he stay in? He doesn't KO me otherwise. I'm gonna close combat. Oh man, this is close. He's gonna withdraw Weavile and the Garchomp. Maybe I should U-turned. Let me see, how much does close combat do to Garchomp? Oh, it's a 2 KO. Your rough skin. Are you helmet? No helmet. If you were Scarf Garchomp, you've been playing me for a fool this entire time. Let's see. He is Scarf Garchomp. Yeah, so like I said, I was gonna auto lose Scarf Garchomp. If he wasn't Scarf, that was like the only opportunity that could have gave me a chance. Because Mach Punch, well, if I crit the close combat, then Mach Punch might have knocked him out. But otherwise, yeah, I didn't have a chance against it. So I'm really surprised he went Weavile there. Maybe it was fearing Scarf Gengar and me critting. Well, if I was Scarf, I don't know. Oh, maybe he's afraid of Sash. Blast. Because yeah, I lost to Scarf Garchomp anyway. Maybe to play, oh, it didn't matter. Like I was gonna say, maybe Sack Gengar was to play go get the Cursed Body, but like it didn't matter because then he sacks Weavile and then brings out the Scarf Garchomp again, and it's like the exact same position except I lost Gengar and he lost Weavile, but like 1v1 I'm not gonna win anyway. So yeah, unfortunate. I think yeah, just maybe not leading right because I felt like, or maybe, honestly, maybe if I U-turned the first turn, maybe that could have actually won me the game. Because if U-turn, put him into Mach Punch range, I could have maybe had it. Although it depends on like what does Weavile have priority. Because if it has Fake Out or Ice Shard, I still lose the game regardless because I take too much chip. So either way, I was going to be in the tough spot. So we're going to start on this account 0-1. But yeah, so I like the other team better. It has more defensive synergy. This one's more offensive, and I'm honestly hoping we get some slower paced teams because this team is more designed to break through stall. Like I felt like stall was probably the #1 thing. It breaks through like Gliscor stuff. It breaks through Clefable stuff. It just Staraptor. Let me just say the Staraptor. I just want to get a game with Staraptor right away because this Staraptor will destroy it. As we got Simon from France, 1566. Show me stall. Show me stall. This isn't stall. This isn't stall. This is actual dangerous stuff. And again, a Weavile is super scary. Do I lead my Milotic this time? Honestly, my Milotic's not a bad lead. It beats Belly Drum Azumarill. It actually beats all the Azumarill forms if I remember correctly, with how I trained it. I think Garchomp is, yeah, Garchomp's a good call here, and I think Infernape. I really like Gengar because Togekiss could get annoying. Oh. What do you bring Togekiss? That's a question. Because I really want Garchomp for the Magnezone, but I really need... Dealing with that Pokemon. Alright, let's see how this works. This is gonna be... Yeah, so I'm not familiar with leading yet, so let's see how this is gonna go. If it was Garchomp, Milotic's a fine lead, but if it was Magnezone... Like, it depends on what my opponent brings, because I'm not sure. I'm still not sure, like, what they would bring against my team. I don't think Togekiss is that great against my team, but maybe you bring it. Magnezone's gonna come out. You should expect, I mean, I'm gonna make the safe turn 1 obvious play and go into Garchomp. On Thunderbolt, if you Flash Cannon, you don't have Hidden Power Ice most likely because all Magnezones pretty much run Hidden Power Fire to trap the Steel types. So honestly, I am thinking you're gonna either 1 Thunderbolt Volt Switch or 2 Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon's not gonna knock out my Garchomp no matter what, and I could probably get a sub up here. The problem is what's in the back, if it's Togekiss or not. Or you sub. Okay, that's fine. Leftovers? I just click Earthquake here. Yeah, he doesn't have a good switch into Earthquake other than Togekiss. And I honestly don't break through Togekiss. Oh, he's gonna hard switch in a Azumarill. This is Life Orb Earthquake that I have, so this is gonna do a lot to Azumarill. Oh, did you see that damage? Life Orb. even then, like, even if I wasn't Life Orb, it was still gonna 2 a KO anyway. That's insane. Okay. So he just gave me a Azumarill, which doesn't look like Belly Drum. He's just gonna Aqua Jet, which is fine here. It's banded Azumarill, that's for sure. I could have went my Lodic and potentially activated my Flame Orb, but it's fine because I want to keep Garchomp in because this prevents his Magnezone from coming in. So this is looking pretty good. He doesn't have Togekiss in the back, I'm assuming, because if he had Togekiss, he probably would have brought it out already. So this is looking pretty good. Let's see his last Pokemon. That's where it's gonna decide the match. Weavile. Honestly, Infernape's looking amazing. I don't even need my Lodic in the back. I think I'll just Earthquake here, to be honest, on a knockoff, I think. Yeah. So that's perfect. Because I wanted to get rid of a Focus Sash, potentially. And now I can just go into Infernape, and I think just click Flare Blitz. Or I can click Close Combat. Either one works. What would I rather have? My defense is lowered, or Recoil? I mean, they're the same base power. I guess Close Combat, because if I do decide to switch, I'm good with that. Oh, yeah. Ice Shard, okay. So I'm going to Close Combat, knock out this Weavile, and then I guess Magnezone does get tricky if it does live a Close Combat, but I'm not sure if it does live a Close Combat, and if it does, that means it's probably bulky, right? So it probably doesn't actually outspeed my Melodic, and then I get Scald off. I think that's how it's going to work. Oh no, this is going to be an interesting end game if it does live, but Close Combat here. I could also have switched out potentially, but I don't think that's worth it if he gets a sub up. Ooh, I don't KO him, actually. He's probably just going to Thunderbolt here. There's no reason not to. Yeah. Comes down to my Lodic. Also, actually no, one Thunderbolt shouldn't knock out my Lodic, because my Lodic also has special defense investment. So Scald should be able to finish off that Magnezone. Protect could be a scary decision, like a scary endgame if he crits me. But I should have this, I think. So Scald here. Yeah, I do outspeed Scald. Should knock out Magnezone at that range. Yes, okay. So we do pick up a win here, nice. Infernape was a really good endgame. I'm really glad I decided to bring Infernape. So was Garchomp, the Life Orb Garchomp, putting in some work. Although, to be honest, if I wasn't Life Orb, I think I still do KO Azu anyway, and my opponent wasn't going to be switching in or out or anything. So either way, Garchomp putting in some work there, putting on some offensive pressure. And yeah, the reason I chose Life Orb sub Garchomp was I actually originally wasn't running this. I was running Swords Dance Lumberry, but Lumberry wasn't like doing anything, and I felt like, ooh, Swords Dance damage output could be crazy. And like, do I really need Stone Edge for anything? Because I was never clicking Stone Edge. The only Pokemon I would actually click Stone Edge on was Togekiss, and I didn't see many Togekiss. So I was like, what is worth it in my opinion? Is it worth having like Stone Edge? Is it worth having Stone Edge or maybe Substitute? Because Substitute Sword Stance was like an idea I also had. Because like setting up a sub, then be able to Sword Stance, it seemed pretty good. So yeah, I just decided to go for sub and Sword Stance with Life Orb. It's a really strange set, but I feel like it can work in some cases if I am able to get the setup properly. Also allows me to 1v1 the live scores. I feel like. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't allow me to 1v1 Glasgow. But, I mean, it's just able to get, like, you know, sub up against, like, maybe a Toxic Solid, and I guess Sword Stance up. So, it'd be pretty nice overall. As we are actually above 1500. Well, then again, we lost to an above 1500, and we won against above 1500. So, I guess that does make sense. But, yeah, I chose Milotic on this team. I honestly don't know, because Marvel Scale Milotic was something that I honestly never planned to use for this tournament until I saw it, and I'm like I played against one, I'm like, ooh, this is actually pretty cool. We got Sunwave from the United States of Virginia. Okay, Raichu, Togekiss, Infernape, Garchomp, and Empoleon. Oh man, if it's Garchomp, we have issues. I like Gengar a lot. I like Gengar a lot too. Yeah, I like Gengar a lot. I like Rotom actually. I think I like Milotic in the back. Like, having Rotom allows me to not get swept by Scarf Earthquake, as well as the switch into Raichu, which I think is pretty good. I like Gengar's Elite because Sludge Bomb seems pretty tempting against Infernape as well as Togekiss, and I like having my Milotic in back just as a check to Infernape. If it is Scarf, because if it's Scarf Flare Blitz, I want to make sure I go into my Milotic instead of losing my Gengar turn 1 to a Scarf Flare Blitz. Alright, so what's my opponent gonna lead is the question. This is still a game, so Gengar gonna lead against Infernape. Okay, so the situation still applies. I get to go out into my Milotic and activate my Flame Orb. No matter what. I always activate my Flame Orb here. Unless you Thunder Punch Raw, but even then, I don't think that shouldn't do too much unless you're Banded or Life Orb. Stealth Rocks. I forgot Infernape also gets access to Stealth Rocks. Okay, so Stealth Rocks are up. Not too big of a deal because my Pokemon can switch into them relatively safe. Who would switch in right here? He doesn't have a good switch into Scald. Yeah, and there's no reason to Toxic unless it's the Togekiss, but I... was it worth Toxicing? No, he just close combats. Okay. With my... yeah, with Mario Scale, I'm taking that like a champion, and my Milotic able to finish off the Infernape. Unless you're Sash. This might be just a lead Infernape. It is lead Infernape, okay. I think I'll recover the damage first and try to get to a healthier point with my Milotic. Or I could go into Gengar. I'm going to recover first. And if he wants to keep going for close combat, I feel like I could just switch into Gengar. And start clicking Sludge Bomb. So either way, I feel like I'll win this exchange. Close combat. But then again, close combat with the Flame Orb is adding up over time. Although I still think Recover is doing healing up more health than I'm losing. Yeah, I am. Okay, so I think I'll go for one more Recover here. No, I actually want to go hard Gengar first. I'm gonna go hard Gengar. I think he's just set on letting Infernape go down and clicking the close combat. So I'm just gonna go hard Gengar. And I think click Shadow Ball. Yeah, Shadow Ball hits everything on my opponent's team. Oh, he's actually going to withdraw Infernape. So, Togekiss. Oh, that's amazing for me. Okay, that's actually perfect for me because I got Gengar in. A Spec Sludge Bomb is looking really good. The only resist my opponent has is, or immunity, is Empoleon. And I have a Rotom that can Volt Switch on that Pokemon. So, there's no way I'm not clicking Sludge Bomb here. Spec Sludge Bomb will knock out Togekiss. Don't be a Scarf Togekiss for Air Slash, please. That's like the one thing I could potentially be screwed over. Although, if that does happen, Gengar, please get the Cursed Body. So let's see what my opponent decides to do with the Togekiss. I would assume he switch out, but stays in. Suspect Sludge Bomb. Knocks out Togekiss. Nice. Okay, so I get rid of Togekiss. That monster. That thing was a monster. I didn't want to deal with flinches or para flinches or any of that sort, so nice. Alright, Garchomp does come out. You're probably going to click Earthquake. If you have Sword Stance, I guess that is a bit of a problem. I'm going to go Rotom. And what's your initial play? Earthquake. Okay. I have a feeling you're Scarf, to be honest. I kind of want to Volt Switch. Yeah, I'm actually going to Volt Switch. Yeah, Fire Blast. Okay. What does it do? That doesn't do much. Alright. So he's not Scarf. That's actually really good for me to confirm. Fire Blast, Earthquake. I'm going to Protect. Then I think I'm going to Pain Split, and then I'm going to Leaf Storm. Then Protect again, then I'm going to Leaf Storm. Yeah. Because he Fire Blast. Because I get to PowerPoint stall, I get a bit of leftovers recovery. And I'm going to Pain Split. Because I want to make sure I put the Garchomp in range of Spec Shadow Ball. Okay, he didn't miss, which is actually really good for me because I need him to get this damage. Oh, that's actually a lot less than I remember. Oh, he gets the burn, which is unfortunate. He gets my leftovers recovery. Pain Split. I get his health. I just need a little bit of chip on that Garchomp to put it in range of my Spec Shadow Ball. Because Spec Shadow Ball is looking like to clean up this game pretty easily. So, Leaf Storm. There's no reason to protect now. Well, I guess I could stall out more power points, but I don't think it's really worth it. Because he's just going to Dragon Claw. Okay, yeah. So it didn't really change anything. Please hit. Nice. Rotom Mode, not going to pick up the knockout, but is going to allow me to get a Spec Shadow Ball sweep. Infernape is going to go down. Garchomp's going to go down. And that is going to be a good game. And then I'm just going to click Leaf Storm again. Dragon Claw did a lot more than Fire Blast. So, interesting. Well, yeah, I am calm, and Garchomp doesn't have the best special attack in the world. So I'm going to go Gengar. I'm going to go Gengar and just click Spec Shadow Ball. And Spec Shadow Ball is going to allow me to get 2 knockouts. So, I'm going to be able to pull through this game. Spec Shadow Ball knocks out Garchomp, knocks out Infernape, and that's going to be a good game. So, nice. That Pokemon, that threat, we get rid of that Infernape. Although my Lodic probably can beat it too. Well, maybe after Rocks, a crit close combat could knock me out, but Spec Shadow Ball is just going to knock out the Infernape. So I kind of liked how I played overall in this game. I didn't really risk much other than maybe like Garchomp getting a free Swords Dance or Substitute Up, but to be honest, from what I noticed, not many players actually tend to run that. They usually tend to run like a naive mix set with Rocks, bulky set with Rocks, Dragon Tail, or Scarf. I don't really see Swords Dance or Sub that often. And honestly, I feel like I really love those sets, to be honest. I love SD Garchomp. If anyone has caught me in VGC 2014, yeah, I love that thing. We're going to go for one more battle since this episode is getting kind of short. I think we'll go for one more battle and see how it goes. But yeah, Gengar putting in some work. I really want to bring Staraptor. I just want to bring Staraptor. 1447 rated player from Japan. As our last opponent, bring the team of Rampardos. Huh. Okay, I need Infernape. Infernape can U-turn around. I like Rotom Mo because it's actually a pretty good switch into everything other than Weavile, but plays against my primary switch anyway into that Pokemon. And honestly, I'm thinking Staraptor in the back. I just want to bring Staraptor, and I think Staraptor only really can be. I don't think I bring Staraptor. I really want to though. Actually, it is probably my best Pokemon now that I think about it. You know what, I'm bringing Staraptor because I want to bring Staraptor. And to be honest, I just don't see Garchomp. Like, Garchomp can put in some work. But I gotta be worried about my Lodic and Power Ice on the Jolteon. Staraptor threatens the Gliscor for a heavy amount of damage. Like, it does an insane amount of damage to my opponent's team. So I feel like Staraptor is worth it in this game. Because it just does more damage overall. And my opponent has less switches to Staraptor than Gengar. As Weavile's going to lead. Perfect. I get to lead Infernape. And I think I get to click U-turn. On a Gliscor, I think. Yeah. He might fake out turn 1. And then switch out, which is fine. That's kind of what I'm assuming is going to happen here. I'm just going to U-turn. Go out in Staraptor. If the Weavile survives and stays in. But you always withdraw Weavile. I'm guessing Gliscor. Oh, my Lodic. Okay. Okay, same odds. Alright. That's probably Marvel scale. But I get to go Staraptor. I get to, I'm gonna have some fun with Staraptor while I can. So let's see how much damage the Staraptor is gonna do. Is Flame Orb Marvel scale? Which is probably the only set you'll probably see. Is he a more switch? Yeah, Brave Bird just is the better play. How much does Choice Band? Oh, wow, you actually switched my Milotic. In a Weavile. Are you Sash Weavile? Are you Sash Weavile? That's an interesting switch because if you have Sash, you just lost your Weavile's Focus Sash. You are Sash, okay. I don't know, that Staraptor was worth. I mean, I'm going Infernape. I don't care if you knock off. Pursue's like the only thing that could really threaten me. Yeah, and you don't use it, okay. Knock off, I guess. You get rid of my item, but Ice Shard, okay. I don't know, my Milotic was probably going to take the hit anyway. And now you're after U-turn? Like, I either knock out Weavile, my Milotic comes in, and then it takes U-turn plus burn damage, and then Staraptor probably does knock it out at that range? I don't know. Yeah, because Weavile's going to switch out. And a Milotic. I could also go Rotom Mow alternatively and click Leaf Storm, but I'm not sure who's going to be faster between Milotic and Rotom Mow. So I think Staraptor is always my play. And click Brave Bird. I'm pretty sure I do at least over 50%, so he can't recover stall me. Maybe it's better to click Double Edge here because Jolteon could come in potentially, and that Pokemon could be annoying to switch into. Although I do have Rotom Mow in the back. No, I'm just gonna click Brave Bird. Yeah. Come on, show me how much damage you do. Reckless Choice Banded Staraptor. That's Marvel Scale Milotic and probably max defense. Okay, he's gonna recover stall, that's fine. Because he's taking burn, and I feel like I'm doing more to him than he's actually recovering with the burn. And honestly, putting him in range of my close combat from my Infernape is looking pretty nice. Or maybe U-turn potentially, depending on his set. Brave Bird. Yeah, like, look at that damage. Look at that beautiful damage. He's gonna recover, honestly, after another burn? I think he might be in range of my Brave Bird again. He might be, let's see. Come on, Staraptor. And Staraptor should be able to live the recoil too, which is fantastic. I guess the question is, do I keep Staraptor around? Because honestly, Gliscor could become a bit of a nuisance. I think I should keep Staraptor around if my opponent does have... If I do KO my Milotic here this turn. Otherwise, I rely on Rotom Mow and... the Gliscor can still be a pain. Let's see what my opponent decides to do, though. Because my opponent's thinking hard, because I think my opponent also knows that Brave Bird probably just knocks out my Milotic at this range. So you could sack Weavile here, potentially, but to get the free switch into your last mon. If it's Jolteon, it could make this thing interesting. Withdraws my Milotic. To Azelf. Okay, so Azelf is your last Pokemon. You can't be Sash, so Azelf is going to go down. Yeah, so I get rid of Azelf, so Staraptor actually gets a KO and a bunch of damage off, basically. Am I more scared of Weavile coming out, or am I more scared of my Milotic coming out? I think I'm more scared of my Milotic coming out, so I think I'm going to go Rotom. If Weavile comes out, I have a free switch into Infernape, yeah. Milotic gonna come out. Rotom gonna come out. I'm gonna fire off a Leaf Storm. His best play is to, if he's faster, he recovers. If he goes in a Weavile, that doesn't really matter much to me. So I put myself in a position where I'm in a really solid position against my opponent, because now Leaf Storm should be able to KO my Milotic at this range, because it looks like max physical defense. Match is gonna be forfeit, so my opponent and I am gonna bank on maybe Leaf Storm missed potentially, which could have potentially won him the game if he got to recover off Toxic Stalled. Yeah, like, my opponent still had a chance, depending on what his set was, but gonna be able to pick up a win there. So we're gonna pick up, I think, 3 wins and 1 loss in today's episode. So I hope everyone enjoyed this episode of the Ultra Sinnoh Classic. If you did, please leave a like down below and show your support for more singles action on this channel. And as always, feel free to comment down below and share with your friends if you think they would enjoy this video. You can check out the rest of my stuff down below, such as my VGC playlist, my singles battle spot playlist, and all my social medias, all linked in the description down below. But otherwise, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you around in another video.